Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 13 of albums that are 30 years old. In 2024, we are looking back at 1994, 31 days in the month of March, 31 of our favorite albums across all genres that are celebrating their 30th anniversaries and birthdays this year. Today, for pick number 13, we're going a little obscure here, folks, for all the naysayers who don't like when I pick obscure stuff. Well, Pete, there's a reason why nobody bought that album, because it's no good, because it's obscure. Yeah, that mentality doesn't really work, you know. Sometimes some of the best things in life are the ones that the masses know nothing about. Do we all think that, like, McDonald's and Burger King is the best food on the planet, right? Probably not. The masses love it, right? Is it the best, though? No, sometimes the best is the stuff that a lot of people don't know about. This album was released. This is the debut studio album from this Norwegian band, released February 21st, 1994. Recorded at Grieg Hall in Bergen, Norway. Produced by the band and Python, whoever that is, for Candlelight Records. I'm talking about In the Night Side Eclipse by Emperor. Yes, indeed. We're going black metal today, folks, because the 90s, especially the early mid-90s, was ripe with black metal bands. A lot of the classic albums released during that time period. Here we have a very, very cool cover art that I want to show a little bit closer here. Done by Christian Valen. All right, and that is depicting, it's supposed to be a bunch of orcs heading up the pass, right, to Minas Morgul. For those of you who are J.R.R. Tolkien fans, you'll know that that is part of the Lord of the Rings saga, right? Very cool stuff. There are the guys in the band there. All right, so in the band at this time, the founding members of the band, Isan, vocals, guitars and keyboards, Samoth, rhythm guitar, Chort on bass guitar, and Faust on drums. This is the early version of the band, and this album is a ferocious feast of Norwegian black metal. However, one of the cool things about Emperor, and they were really one of the first bands to really do this on the black metal scene, is to add all these kind of keyboards and synthesizers, this kind of symphonic element to their raw and primal black metal sound, which is actually ferocious and quite ugly when you think about it, right? I mean, I like a lot of black metal, but I will be the first to admit that black metal can be very harsh and ugly to listen to, right? It's supposed to be that way. But after the short opening instrumental intro, you've got Into the Infinity of Thoughts, which is one of my favorite tracks on the album here. It's just over 8 minutes long. And again, just this whole juggernaut, fast tremolo picking and blast beats on the drums, these harsh vocals from Isan, and yet these symphonic swells of keyboards and synthesizers just kind of floating on the backdrop. Very interesting stuff. So it's like you have this kind of symphonic element which kind of tempers the harshness a bit, right? You got Burning Shadows of Silence, The Cosmic Keys to My Creations and Times, another really good track. This is, you know, and the lyrics are just very epic in scope. And even though, like, if you're not into this style of music at all, you may find a lot of this kind of one note. But for fans of the genre, this is a very artistic album, and there's moments of beauty and all this kind of ugliness, right? Towards the Great Vast Forest is awesome, and again, you get a lot of the great Norwegian black metal bands. They have this way of creating this cold kind of atmosphere, which is supposed to kind of mimic what, like, the winters are in Scandinavia and Norway specifically, right? Towards the Pantheon, one of their great songs, also kick-ass, The Majesty in the Night Sky, Eye and the Black Wizards, and it finishes it all off, closing the album with Ino a Satana, Italian for Hymn to Satan, right? Another really great song. And again, the guitars are just like buzzsaw ferocious on here. It's just this fast tremolo picking stuff, and then the blast beats in the background, and then all those harsh spews from Isan over the top, but then all these dramatic kind of orchestral keyboards. Very, very cool stuff. And there'd be other bands who would kind of dive into this, of course. You would have Dimmu Borgir, Satyricon early on, Borknagar certainly over in the UK. You have Cradle of Filth, right? So there were a lot of other bands that kind of took this framework and kind of ran with it afterwards. But I would say that Emperor, one of the first to kind of really make it known, this whole symphonic black metal thing. So very, very cool stuff. Of course, no charting positions for this. But let's see. In 2014, Guitar World Magazine's list of the 50 iconic albums that defined 1994, this one made number 3. Right? And in 2021, Metal Hammer Magazine declared this the best symphonic metal album of all time. So, people in the know what the hell great this album is. It's very, very cool. This is, to me, it's a great album. I love it. It's not an everyday listen. I have to be in the mood to listen to something like this, but when I do, I'm just kind of like always reminded of I was just playing it this morning. I'm like, oh yeah, this is something to totally wake you up first thing in the morning, right? But yeah, very cool album. This, to me, also more of a kind of like a wintertime album. I find like this kind of black metal, these guys, Immortal, all the other great black metal bands, right? That's perfect for the cold of the winter, right? It's like I don't generally reach for stuff like this in the summertime or the spring. There's just something blocking up here, and I've had these conversations with Steve Keeler all the time, and we talk about how black metal in the winter is just, that's when it's perfect, right? So I would totally agree. So we're like approaching the season where I probably won't touch on most of this stuff for a while until it gets colder later on in the year. So anyway, that's my pick for today. If you are a fan, let us know what you think of the Nightside Eclipse down in the comments below. But otherwise, more importantly, list your pick down in the comments below, and we'll see you tomorrow for pick number 14. Till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff coming up. New album reviews today, should have a few of them for you, so stay tuned for that as I'm picking off the kind of last of the little plastic on the jewel case. And of course, I've had this for a million years, so there was a little piece sitting on there. I'm like, gotta take that off because OCD me's got to take it off. Anyway, I'm Pete Pardo. See you soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.